Hello, everyone. Stephanie Bolton here, Emerald Beachbody Coach. Happy Motivational Monday. I am just wanting to come and share with you some tips that I have learned throughout my journey. I have been on my journey since September of 2013. Since then, I've lost 60 pounds and just as many inches. And I wanted to share with you some of the things that I have learned to do over the last 14 months to really help keep myself on track with my fitness goals. A few weeks ago, I was listening to a podcast from Chalene Johnson, and she was talking about the 11 healthy habits of a super fit person. And I was listening to this, and it kind of struck me like, man, I do the majority of these things, and I never even realized that was something that, people that have a long lasting results when they start their journey, not somebody that, can keep the weight off for, a year or a few months and then goes back. But these are things that when that the people that have lost weight, that have kept it off for 15, 20 years. So I wanted to share with you a little bit. I'm not going to share all 11 with you. I'm just going to share the ones that I have found to be true for me. Number one is drinking water. I drink water like it's going out of style. I drink water, at least a gallon of water every day. Now, not to say that I never hit that goal, but I aim for a gallon, but I will not accept anything less than 100 ounces a day. That's just for me. I feel so thirsty if I don't get at least 100 ounces of water in a day. And most people might think, how can water really help me in my fitness journey? Well, it helps keep your appetite at bay. I heard for years people say, drink a glass of water before and after, meals, and it'll keep you full. And I found that to be true, but I never really drank water other than right before a meal or right after a meal, and that was only at dinner time. But since I've been drinking water and drinking a lot of it, not only do I, if I'm hungry and it's not time for a snack, that will help with my hunger cravings, but it also has helped with my skin and my hair. My hair used to be a hot mess. It used to be fried and just looked awful. Not to say that my hair's perfect, because it's not, but it has gotten a lot better. Also, my nails are stronger, and this is all from drinking water, just hydrating my body and making sure that it gets, the water that it needs. Second thing that I do is I do not like to change up my food. I have a few items for breakfast, a few things that I'll switch out throughout the month. But typically when I sit down to make a grocery list, a meal plan, breakfast and snacks are usually the same every week. One thing, it helps cut down on the grocery bill. Now for dinners, there will be weeks that I will do 4 different meals for dinners, and then I just rotate them in and out. So leftovers are usually left for lunches. So again, I'm eating the same things almost all the time. Not only does this help with the grocery bills, because sometimes it can get a little expensive, especially on weeks where you're out of everything, which happened even before I started my journey. If we were out of ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise and, ranch and everything else, it got expensive. So there are some weeks that I do have to really tighten the reins because I'm out of, PB2 powder, or I'm, completely out of almond milk, or, just the things that I drink now, or you eat or drink now. So it does help cut down on your grocery bill, but it also helps keep you accountable to your calories. I am the worst person when it comes to counting calories. I just don't have the discipline to do it. I will do it for probably a week or so, and then I'm like, okay, I'm over this. And up until probably February of this year, my portion sizes were out of control. And I, quote unquote, ate clean, but my portions were huge. the program that really helped me with that was the 21-day fix. Now, this is not saying that you need to go buy the 21-day fix. This is just something that really helped me. It helped me learn my portions. It helped me learn that I needed to eat, 4 servings of veggies a day, 3 servings of fruit a day. And it showed me exactly what a serving size was. So since then, I think I will count calories when I start a new program. So that way I know, okay, this is how many calories I need to eat. So let me see, for the next week, what I need to eat, what it needs to look like. Other than that, I don't count calories. And this sounds like a strange concept to people. I've had several people come up and ask me, well, if you're not counting calories, how are you losing weight? Well, again, I've learned portion sizes, and I know pretty much within maybe 100 calories or 2 what I'm getting each day. So variety, love it, but it's just not in my diet for right now. And like I said, I'll switch it up. Dinners are usually different, but it makes it easier for me. I know exactly what I'm eating for the day. No questions asked there. Eating smaller but more often. We all hear the eat 4 to 6 meals a day. And some of us, it's a struggle. And I was, I was a person that ate 2 meals a day. And when I first started my journey, eating 4 to 6 meals a day, oh my gosh, I'm going to be eating all day long. But this really did help. Like right now, it's time for a snack, and my stomach is grumbling. And if I don't get something within very soon, I'm going to be very hangry here in just a minute. But my body has gotten used to it. My body is like a clock. I know what time it is when my stomach starts growling. I eat breakfast between 6:30 and 7 every day. Eat my snack between 10:30. Now, my lunch, I typically eat with my daughter, so I eat kind of early. So between my lunch and my afternoon snack, it's quite a while for me. So typically what I try to do is I try to have 2 snacks in that time frame, which again, it's not necessarily, where you put your meals, I guess, as long as, you're making sure that you get 4 to 6 meals a day. That's always good. Avoiding processed food, eating clean. That's basically what eating clean is. It's just avoiding anything that, is man-made. The reason that weight is such a huge issue these days is because what we eat these days is not anywhere near how they used to eat 60 years ago, 50 years ago. They used to grow everything, and nowadays everything is processed. It's pre-made, it's pre-packaged. Somebody else is handling it. Somebody else is doing it for you. And in order to keep these things on the shelf and to keep them at a low cost to you, they just pack a bunch of preservatives in there to preserve it, to make sure that it doesn't go bad, so you can just grab and go. Not to say that you have to always avoid processed stuff. There are times that you can't. There are some things that, for me, my coffee creamer, as many times as I tried, I will most likely always drink with my coffee creamer. That is one thing that I'm just not at this point willing to give up. But I try to do the 80-20 rule. Eat clean 80% of the time, unclean 20% of the time. That's typically what I do. And the other thing is I have learned that I am much more knowledgeable now about food than I ever have been before in my life. When we find something that we're passionate about, like eating better, working out, exercising, we become quote unquote experts. No, I'm not a nutritionist. No, I'm not a trainer, a personal trainer, but I've learned so much in my journey that I can talk to talk to somebody who is asking questions about why to avoid this, why to avoid that. And I'm not like, oh, hang on, let me look it up for you. No, I've learned why you need to avoid processed food. It's not good for you. If you can't pronounce it, your body doesn't know what it is, so it's going to store it as fat, and you're not going to get the results you want. So we become experts on what we're passionate about. So if you are really wanting the changes, then I suggest you learn why eating clean is the probably the best way for anyone to lose weight. Because you're not cutting anything, you're not cutting the essentials that you need. You're just cutting the bad stuff. You're cutting the processed, not, you're not cutting your carbs, you're not cutting your fruits, you're not cutting your dairy. You're eating the way that we were supposed to eat. I believe, let me check my notes real quick. Oh, and you fill your home with healthy, whole foods. I do not buy any, I don't buy cookies. I don't buy candy. I don't buy any of that stuff. I keep carrots and veggies and, whole wheat crackers and lots of fruit, and I keep them all eye level. Now, not to say that I never buy them. If I want something like that, then I have to physically get in my car and go to the store and buy it. Half the time, by the time that I'm getting ready to walk out the door, cravings past, I don't want it. I'll just grab for an apple. So keeping that stuff, the bad stuff out of your house and the good stuff in, will help you in your goal in the long run. Okay, I believe that's it. If you guys have any questions, comment below. And if you guys have any tips that you have learned throughout your journey so far, please share. And I'm sorry to make this video so long. I try to keep it short. But again, I'm very passionate at what I've learned, and I just want to share my knowledge with all of you. I hope you guys have a great day.